Hi folks, Caravan Willie here. Here we are on the A71 heading east. We're going to a caravan park called Linwater Caravan Park. It's just a wee small park tucked away about 4 or 5 miles from Edinburgh, and we shall continue on and let you know what's happening along the way. As you can see, the weather's not too bad for February, so we're hoping it stays this way. So I reckon it'll take us another half an hour to 45 minutes to get there. In a bit. This is West Calder we're going through, and I think we're heading for Mid Calder, and we'll take it from there. Thank you. Just passing through a wee place called Paulbeth, and we've got 6.5 miles to go. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got 1.3 miles to go, and we're turning left up here onto the B7031. Aye, it turns out the sat-nav, and I think there should be a signpost, had taken us away where we ended up at a dead end blocked by big rocks on the road, and we had to do a U-turn, come back out and follow a different route in. A little bit of a hassle, but we got there.
Turn right onto B7015, then turn left.
Where we turned left there at those lights, we should have went straight on to the next junction, and it would have been much easier. So we've got just over half a mile, and up here we're taking a right and then a left.
7015, then turn left.
It's not the way I thought I was going to go, because I've seen a sign for this park before and we've never seen a sign this time, so it must just be taking us in a kind of different way. Dead end.
Turn left onto Clifton Road.
It's a dead end here, so it must be. There it is, Linwater Caravan Park. No access. It says no access. The sign that said no access was a little bit in from the junction, and by the time you're committed, that's when you saw the sign, so it was too late by then. So we come up this road about half a mile to these rocks in the road. Will get turned. I'm sure the sign said no access to Linwater Caravan Park, unless it just said no access. But this is the way to Linwater. I don't know. Soon find out. It's a dead end up here anyway.
quarter of a mile, arrive at the destination, on the left.
I guess that's that then. Okay, that's us arrived at Linwater after the sat-nav took us the wrong way. Had to do a U-turn in a wee tight street. But we've arrived.
In 1 mile, turn right onto B703.
And the sat-nav still thinks we're miles. Here is a selection of videos and photographs over a couple of days away. This is us heading down to the River Almondale. We're going on I think it's a 3-mile walk via an aqueduct. So this looks like a wee feeder canal that actually feeds the canal and it heads down to the river, which is further on down there in the distance there. In the distance there you can see the viaduct. I'll try and zoom in. We're heading towards that viaduct and we shall show you when we get there. And down there's the river. That's us about to cross Lynn's Mill Aqueduct. This is the first time I've ever been on an aqueduct. I think I've been under one. Never over. There's no boats today as far as I can tell. So underneath the aqueduct you've got the River Almondale. It might be a bit windy, I'm not sure if it's getting picked up or not. And we're not far away from Edinburgh Airport. Up and lets the water out. And then beyond that it takes you back onto the normal canal again. But we're going to go back and cross underneath the viaduct and get back onto the other side to the path so we can head for Ratho, which is a 2.5 mile walk. This is us back to the start of the aqueduct. We'll go down these stairs, underneath, back up the other side and head for Ratho, or Ratho. These steps are actually quite steep, quite high, but manageable. So you get to the bottom here and go underneath the aqueduct, and you'll see a set of gates, locked gates. At first you think, well, there's nowhere to go, but the steps are at the other side of the bridge itself.
Well, people, what goes down
Is Mill Aqueduct.
also goes back up.
So now
Bye.
climb back up the other side, and we'll head for Ratho, which according to that sign is 2.5 miles from here.
Hi again, folks. This is the Union Canal, and I think we've got about a mile to go before we get to a village called Ratho, and we're going to have some lunch when we get there, so we'll see you in a bit. I've just seen a couple of squirrels up in those trees there. Grey, of course. See you in a bit. Hello again, folks. This is us walking along the towpath coming into the village of Ratho, or Ratho, depends how you pronounce it. And this is where we're going to get a spot of lunch and walk around the village, so we'll take you in shortly. Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is the end of our walk along the Union Canal to a pub called the Bridge Inn. Apparently
Unfortunately,
it's an
the
award-winning
Bridge
place
Inn
for lunch.
was closed for refurbishment,
We will try it and let you
so
know
we
the
didn't
verdict.
get our lunch. So we decided just to have a wee look about for a couple of minutes and head back. This is the end of the video, folks. Unfortunately, I lost footage. But I hope you enjoyed what you've seen anyway. Thank you very much.
This has been Caravan Wally. Thank you.